Mm. Mm. Yes, kinship and kingship, all these things. So, who are Munhians? Mm. Barits, intelligent. Acha, Munhians are some information, guys, and okay. Diwani Arz refers to Arz, Arz, ARZ. Ceremonies, military, urgent military. I have told, no. So, where do you find this Sharqi architecture style? UP. Lepakshi paintings, Andhra Pradesh. During only one Hindu empire we have seen, na Vijayanagar. Ah. Hmm. Okay. Ikta system was introduced by Iltutmish. And Chahalgani introduced by Iltutmish. And Chahalgani was abolished by Okay. Who was the first foreign Turkish ruler to invade India? Qasim. Right. Okay. So after these things, okay, even if you have not attended, na, just see previous class, so you'll find the link. So today what we are discussing is entirely separate from those rulers and all. So this can be taken as a fresh knowledge now. Okay. So today we are going to discuss two topics: the administration and economy during the Delhi Sultanates first, and then Mughals second. Okay. So first, the Delhi Sultanates. Okay, so actually the administration during Delhi Sultanates was a mixture of, see, first it can be easily said that they are the new rulers to India, right? So when they are new, they would not make very sudden changes. So firstly, they have followed the local administration which is already there in India. They have continued to some extent. After that, they have brought some of the elements from the Turkish Empire. Okay, so we will see what are those which are brought from there, and then they invented some new, so independent rulers are there. So independent rulers, they themselves discovered or brought some of the administration mechanisms. Okay, so one more thing that you have to know is that till Delhi Sultanates, so till Delhi Sultanates, they were under the influence of the Turkish rule, which means from Mamluks to Lodhis. See, for example, when you read the paragraphs, you would be seeing that Iltutmish, for example, have got a letter from the Caliphate, proving the legitimacy, which means they were under the shadow of the uh, Caliphate Empire. Okay, they would all the rules and all, some of them would be followed from that period. But then what happened this during the Mughal Empire is that they totally got independent, disconnected. Now they claimed themselves as the very self-ruled self-rulers. That is the reason this Delhi Sultanates we call, these are the sultans, and the Mughals we call Badshahs. So Badshahs means emperor of the world. Okay, so that is the title they have taken. So now they are in no way responsible to the Turkish rule, because now they got self-independent. Okay, so this way some of the administration mechanisms are followed from the local level, and then from the foreign, and then from in India itself newly discovered. So this way a new administration system was designed for the Indian subcontinent. So now we will see how the administration structure was there. So this was the administration during the Delhi Sultanates. Okay. So if you see the hierarchy, at the first level is Sultan. So first Sultan is there. This Sultan, you know what is the most powerful position? He was responsible for total administration. Okay, administration. Entire judiciary was under his control. Okay, entire appointments were under his control. Okay, he is the one who gives titles and all. He is the one who leads army. Although there is a leader, Diwani ours is there, the military department, and there is a head also. But then it is in the hands of the Sultan itself. So, so I remembered using the code JAAT. Okay, so judiciary, army, appointment, administration, and titles. So these are the one which are done by the Sultan. Okay. Now the next important position is Vizarat. Okay, Vizarat. So Vizarat is kind of prime minister who takes care of all the departments. See, on a peripheral level, he looks after revenue, he looks after army. So whatever the Sultan gives him the role, he would be performing that. So entirely he is an all-rounder who takes care of almost every aspect. See, for example, under him there are things like Diwani Arj is there. You know what is Diwani Arj is? For military. And then Diwani Risalat is there. This is for judiciary. Okay. So Diwani Insha is there. This is for state correspondence. State correspondence, which means the communication between the Sultan and people used to be through this Diwani Insha. Okay, so these two are the central level. Okay, central level. Now, at the provincial level, you have this. See, the Delhi Sultanate has divided their provinces into sheikhs. So later on, these sheikhs are no, the people who are assigned these sheikhs are called sheikhdars. Now these sheikhdars were later given Ikta land. Okay, we will see the Ikta system in a few minutes. So these people are otherwise also called Iktadars. Iktadars. So sheikhdars or Iktadars are at the provincial level. Now we have this Fauzdar assisting them. So Fauzdar is, so if you know Hindi, so Fauzdar, Fauz is a kind of police setup. So these are the police that assisting the Shikdar or Ikdadar at the provincial level. Okay. Now these two, the Pargana and this is the village level. So Pargana and village level, this is the local level of administration. Okay, so local administration Pargana. So in Pargana you have this Chaudhary, Amil, Karkun. So all these are in some way the revenue officials only. So revenue officials, for example, Karkun is the one who maintains all the treasury and all. So records and all are kept by the Karkun. So this way. Now in the village level, you have to see these guys, Kuts, Mukaddams, Patwaris, Chaudhary, Rai, Rana, okay, Chaudhary. So these are the people at the village level. So all these are in the books also, you can just listen. The thing is that, so here you have to know that these are the people at the local level. So how do you remember? So Mukaddams, can you tell these are from the village levels? Because if you see some Hindi web series, the village head will be called Mukhia. So Mukhia is the important person. So this is derived from this word Mukhaddam. Okay. So Mukhaddam, Kuts, all these are at the village level. Okay. So this way you have to remember the at central level the Sultan is the ultimate power. and then after that there is a central administration which is led by Vizarat, and then there are some posts under that guy, and then at the provincial level we have 6 or iktas, and then at the local level we have parganas. So these parganas can be taken as a district or mandal, whatever you want in present terms. Okay, so this way the administration of Delhi Sultanate is there. Okay, right, got it. So after this, so in the Delhi Sultanate's administration, we have to discuss the most important one is Ikta system. Okay, Ikta system. So Ikta system is a form of administering the territory under the Delhi Sultanates. Now let us see its features. So Ikta system, so it is where the province is divided into different iktas. Okay, so which means it is a territorial entity. Okay, it is not of Indian. Okay, it is from the Turkish, already existing in the Turkish Empire. Okay, so it is both for, it is purely for administration, and so these iktas, the holders are called iktadars. So they would be administering and taking care of the security also of the region. So iktadars, okay, because they also have the fauzdars and all. Na? So all these things are there. Now, initially it was not hereditary, but then slowly it became a hereditary one. Okay, and now Ikta is not a standard unit. See, standard unit means you cannot change the size. See, some iktas are big, some iktas are small. So it is not a standard unit. It can be changed. Okay, and moreover, the ikta boundaries also can be changed. Okay, so these are the features of ikta. So it is a territorial entity which is used for the administration and security during the Delhi Sultanate period, and it is not Indian in origin, Turkish in origin. So it is not a standard size, which means some iktas are small, some are large, and slowly it became a hereditary entity, and then the ikta system is introduced by Iltutmish in India, and then it was carried on by other rulers also. Okay, na? So this way we will be seeing. So this is what in short about the. So if you mug up this chart, then things will become much easier. Okay. So this is the Ikta system. Now this is administration during the Mughals. Okay. So Mughals. Right. So similarly, the emperor or Badshah is the ultimate ruler who had all the powers. Now the Badshah is so powerful, the emperor is so powerful that he can even defy the ulemas, and then if there is something in conflict with the Shariat law also, the ruler's will would be prevailing. So this way the emperor was very supreme, the emperor position was very supreme. Okay, now here the names of Delhi Sultanate period may like Vizarat is there, right? The names gets changed here, so you have to know these things. So, for example, the Prime Minister kind of person there was Vizarat, right? Here it is Wazir, Wazir. Okay, so Wazir is the person. Now Diwan-e-Kul. So Diwan-e-Kul is the person who take kind of finance minister. So I will tell the code how to remember while we are underlining in the book. Okay. So Mir Bakshi is the person who is in charge of military. So there it is Diwani Arz, here it is Mir Bakshi. Then Sadar us Sadar. So we have there the Adalat guy, judiciary. So here the judiciary is under Sadar us Sadar. Okay, this is what. So these two are the central government. Okay, central government wala things. Now the Mughal empire, the Mughal rulers have divided the empire into subas, and then they are kept under the subedar. Okay, subedar. So this is the provincial. Okay, provincial. To assist the subedar, they have given divans and vakainikars. So these vakainikars are the one who are responsible for information transmission. So both from the empire and to the empire, to the emperor. So both two-way communication between the people and between the administration, this Vakainikars will be operating. Okay, so this is the provincial administration. So here, see, if you see in the Delhi Sultanate, we have seen only two levels of local rule, but here we have three levels. Here this is the sarkars. Okay, so they have further divided the provinces into sarkars firstly. So these sarkars are under Fauzdar. These sarkars would be assisted by Fauzdar and Amal Guzar. So Fauzdar, you know that now this is for the law and order, right? And Amal Guzar is for revenue. Okay, so these are the local levels. Okay, similarly again Parganas are there. So in Parganas again this Kotwal, Kanungo. So most of these terms are related to revenue only. So you can remember the things which are non-revenue things. That way things becomes easier. Okay, so this can be taken as the district level or mandal or block level. So this is village level. Okay, so same again Mukaddam, Patwari, Chaudhary, Raja, Rice, all these things. So these are at the village level, local level. Okay, so this way you can remember the administration during the Mughals. Okay, so you have how many stages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages. So there we have 5 levels of administration. Okay, so in UPSC they have really asked these things like they have given sarkars, parganas, and subas and all these things and asked to arrange. So if you don't know exactly, it becomes very difficult. Okay, right. So this is the administration during Mughals period, the chart. Now, so they take like you're done now. So again, once again, you can see online also and then see. So here, see, we have seen that ICTA system is both for like administration and revenue. For both the things, only ICTA system is there. But then what Mughals did is that they have devised separate mechanisms for administration. Okay, which you can call it as a separation of powers. So for administration, different system, and then for revenue collection, different system. Okay, two different people are there now. So the for the administration system, they have devised the Mansabdari system. So Mansabdari system is for administration, and then for revenue collection, they have the Jagirdari system. Okay, Mansabdari, Jagirdari system. So this is in ICTA, both are at in the hands of one guy only. But here, two different administration or two different positions will be occupying this Mansabdari and Jagirdari. So we will see one by one, Mansabdari and Jagirdari. So Mansabdari system. So Mansabdari system is during the Mughal period. It is of Indian in origin, only for administration. It is not hereditary, strictly not hereditary. Okay, and not permanent, means a mansabdar can be removed anytime. Okay, but then the important feature about mansabdari is this thing. See, the word mansab refers to rank. Okay, rank. So in the mansabdari system, see for example, you are a mansabdar. So if you are mansabdar, you will be carrying two ranks with you. One is the jat rank, one is the savar rank. Okay, savar rank. So savar is nothing but, you know, savari. Savari means the horses. So how many horses you will be carrying? Okay, jat rank means in the hierarchy what is your rank. Okay, if you are here, you are placed at the higher level. If you are placed, you will be placed at the lower level. So a mansabdari position is, you know, decided by mostly jat rank only, not by the savar rank. Because why will you get horses? The savar is given to you based on the need. Okay, not based on the importance. So because if there is some emergency, imagine your mansabdari territory is in the border region, which means you will be given more savars, right? So that is the reason. So jat rank is very important in deciding the position of the mansabdar. Okay, so this is important. Now there are some special mansabdars. So actually Watan Jagirs and all. So Watan Mansabdars. So which means actually these are the people who are somewhat independent in origin, but then they agree the sovereignty and rule of the Delhi Sultan, sorry, Mughals, and then they maintain some kind of hereditary nature. So that's why they are called Watan Jagirdars, or this is not so important. We will see once. But then in Mansabdari system, Jahangir. So Jahangir has brought a do aspa siaspa system. You know, so what does this mean? Here, actually, this is a system which is meant to promote or elevate the uh, mansabdars who are close to the rulers. See, at that point of time, there are many nobles, ulemas, and all the nobility class. So no one would be agreeing any partiality towards others. So there is a conflict. But then under this system, Jahangir, what he has devised is that he has devised some close uh, circles. You can tell this thing as in polity kitchen cabinet, so which is even more closer than the cabinet, right? So this kind of thing. So this is duospa yaspa system is a device where very close and dearest mansabdars of Jahangir are elevated to the higher position. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, right. Now same Jagir. So Jagirdari system. Okay. So Jagirdari system. So Jagirdari system is only for revenue collection, not for administration. So a Jagirdar does not have any right over the administration. Now, what the thing the Jagirdar does is that actually after collecting all the revenue, all the money from people, he divides that into two. Okay, that is Khalisa and the Jagir. So Khalisa is the one which is given to the central treasury or king. So it has to be given to the king. Okay. then this has to be kept with the Jagirdar for the maintenance, and some has to be given to the Mansabdars and all for the local maintenance. So this is for to be kept with the Jagirdar only. Okay, right. Now, okay, here one thing I have to tell. Okay, Shah Jahan has introduced the system of monthly payment to the Mansabdars, and it is called like Shemasa, so which is for 6 months, for 3 months, like that he would be giving the salaries to the Mansabdars. So which means it is kind of what the Cornwallis was following, na? Like giving higher salaries so that corruption would not be there, all these things. So it is a thing which has the precursor in the Mughals Mansabdari system itself. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, coming back to this Jagirdari. So this is the revenue collection mechanism. So Khalisa land and Jagir land is there. So here I wanted to mention the see, actually this is not hereditary. Okay, not hereditary and not permanent also. But then there are some Vatan Jagirs. Okay, so means these are the Jagirs who are the local rulers. So the king, the emperor, then occupying these people, they have given forgiven them, and then told that okay, every year you pay the amount to the treasury, and then your rights will be kept with you only, the Jagirdari rights. So only this is somewhat hereditary. Okay, but as a whole the system is not hereditary. Okay, so this is what the Jagirdari system is about, right? So only this is there in the administration. Now we will see the things also. Actually, if we see the economy also, then we can underline all the things at once. Okay, economy. Okay, so in economy, so wherever if you want to write a mains answers also, economy would be consisting of agriculture, industry, services are not there at that point of time, na. So that's why you will talk about trade, internal, external. That's it, na. Right. So if you have to talk about agriculture, you will be talking about crops, revenue collection mechanisms, and then the measures taken to improve agriculture. Okay, right. So during the see, now we are talking about economy of both Delhi Sultanates and Mughals at the same time. Now there is no segregation. Okay, so in agriculture, this is the phase you can call the arena of cash crops. Okay, so the cash crops have grown in huge number. For example, this spices and see, previously also was there, but then they were confined to the rich people or kind of the superior class. But then now they are penetrated into the local level also. Even the commoners were using the cash crops. So sugarcane was the very prominent. Sugarcane crop was very prominent at that point of time, and then the art of making wine from sugarcane is predominant during the especially during the Mughal period. It started in the Delhi Sultanate period and Mughal period also. It is very common. Now during the this period, this is the time where the foreigners are slowly coming as a travelers, as a like traders. So at that point of time, new crops got introduced. The prominent among them was Portuguese. Okay, so Portuguese have introduced tobacco, okay, papaya, So even tomato, all these crops are introduced by the Portuguese. Even lychees, guava, okay, all these are introduced in the medieval period by the foreign traders. So a lot of new crops are introduced during the medieval Indian period, right? So now we will be talking about the tax. Okay, we'll be talking about the measures taken. Okay, measures taken. Yesterday we have seen one person was contributing to the agriculture by building canals and all. Firoz Shah Tughlaq. So a lot of canals were dug by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Also a lot of orchids also, na? Orchids were also there during the Firoz Shah Tughlaq. You know, at this point of time, this Persian wheel, okay? So Persian wheel, you know, na, one big wheel is there and some pots are kept to the main wheel. So this is asked in 2025 actually. So this was introduced during this period for the enhancement of agriculture. Argata. So yeah, Argata. So this is already asked. Okay. So Shah Jahan has dug a canal, a very long canal, Nahar Faiz. Okay, Nahar Faiz was there, and then a lot of like plowing, all these were in large extent that this is the time where in the history of India a large extent of land, geographical land has come under the agriculture period, especially in the Aurangzeb period. So a lot of agriculture land was brought into cultivation. Okay, so they had the information about the seasons. Okay, the states would be giving some information and all. Okay, and then they have helped the traders to store the crops and all. And then, okay, there is a system called the Dadni system. So the Dadni system is loans. Okay, same as today, you will be given loans now. Later on, you repay it. Okay, after you get the produce. So the Adani system is the loan system. So all these measures were taken to promote the agriculture on a large scale. So as a result, the progressive rulers have reduced the revenue collection now. Okay, so for example, previously, you know what this economics of scale. So what is economic of scale is if the produce is more, then the income from a single unit will be small, but on a whole, if you calculate, it will be large, right? So the same way now a lot of land has come. So that is the reason the taxation system was also little bearable on the farmers, and the state also got benefited. So this is a very visionary scientific view of promoting economy during the medieval period. Okay, right. Now this thing, the revenue collection methods. So in revenue collection methods, there are three terms which you should be remembering. That is Bhattai system, Jab system, and Kankut system. Okay, Kankut system. So Bhattai system in Hindi, Batna mean just distributing. So whatever you will produce, you will distribute between the state and yourself. So this is a just very crude form of sharing the revenue. Okay. Now, So this is the improved version is JEP system. In the JEP system, the productivity of the land is assessed beforehand. Okay, for example, the land is divided into some categories. Okay, for example, the best category is pullage land. Pullage land is best where it is very fertile, the income would be high, so that's why the revenue collection is little higher here. And here, this is Banjar land. Okay, Banjar land. So Banjar land is which is not so fertile. Okay, so this way in the JEP system, this productivity is assessed, and then for different scientific form of tax revenue collection is improved. Okay, so this is the JEP system. Now even more improved version is Kankut system. So Kankut system here, the like for example Akbar has divided the provinces into revenue circles. Okay, revenue circles, and every month records are kept, monthly records, and then this is now this is see for example this is for 3 years or so, but then this is for like every for example for Rabi, for Kharif and all na, for every 6 months or so this would be assessed. Okay, assessed. So based on a lot of factors, very scientifically, the Concorde system is an improved version, and then the tax is collected accordingly. Okay, so this way the revenue collection during the uh, medieval India is there. So this is what the revenue collection which we would be seeing now in more crisply. Okay, so now if you come to industry. So industry may, this is the period where a lot of industries have come up. The use of steel is too high. Paper making. So till now, from Indus Valley civilization period, we were only growing the cotton, and we also know the weaving techniques. But then here in this phase, indigo is cultivated heavily, and then color cloth. So color cloth was prominent at this point of time. So paper, it was not from India, it is from China. Okay, some progressive rulers, like if you have studied yesterday in Zainul Abidin's period, you would have seen that this guy has brought the paper from China, okay, to the Kashmir region. So this way, and also the cultivation like opium, for example, Bihar was the center for opium cultivation at that point of time. And then gunpowder. So gunpowder was made, and salt from making from salt water and all these things, rocks. So all this salt industry was also very predominant. And then gunpowder. Other important thing is charka. So before the power loom, charka was most popular, na? So till now the weaving was used mostly by the hand. Now the charka was introduced. So which Gandhi was using. So in fact it had its origin in the medieval India. So this way a lot of new industries have come up, new groups have come up. Okay, so urbanization developed during this period. So the traders formed into guilds and all. So we are not talking about the port cities and trade cities and all, because whatever are existing in the ancient India are carried forward now. So the Tamralipti port or whatever the ports we have studied, Brauch and all, they existed at this point of time also. And the trade centers, be it Udaipur, Takshila, this Uttar Pada, Dakshin Pada trade routes and all we have studied now. So they are existing as it is now. So that is the reason we are not talking much at this point of time. Okay. So this way we are seeing that is the reason regarding trade also. It is a very simple thing. Internal trade is now, it is almost as today how it is. So it is very towards the nook and corner of the country, the trade is very smooth, swiftly going on. And the external trade also, so So this because of some links with the Middle East region. So the trade is higher with the Middle East region. So Persia, Iran, Iraq, Turkey, these regions, Red Sea, all these regions, the external trade is very high. Okay, so this way the trade is taking place. So other than that, there is nothing much in this chapter. Okay, so now um, it is so easy thing that yesterday I have compiled for you. The thing is that there are 80 facts. So 50 in administration, 30 in economy. So almost 40 to 50 we have seen that. If you have read them, then the chapters would be done. So please open the book. I too will. Administration. What is the page number? 189. Okay. Okay. 189. So evolution, this is a small paragraph which introduces you to the administration so that you can skip. So in 12.2 administrative system, there is this Sultan. So Sultan, so the code is JAAT. J for judiciary, army, administration, another A for appointments, and then titles and all. So this is there, you can highlight. So Sultan is that only. So nobility is a common bunch of group. This you need not remember nobility. Okay, so it is a common group. Chahalgani is nothing but the nobility, na. So that is it. The third fact is ulema. Ulema. So ulemas are the religious gurus. So that also not so important. So these ulemas, priests, kind of people in the medieval period. So they used to influence the administration. But then some of the rulers like Alauddin Khilji, they were so adamant that no, I will not listen to you. So the powerful rulers are the one who could ignore the ulemas, but the weak rulers would succumb to the pressure of the ulemas. Okay. Now, in the as I have told you, the central administration, the fourth fact is Vizarat. Okay. So count, there are exactly 50 facts in this. So the fourth one, Vizarat. So Vizarat, I have told that. So Diwan-e-Wizarat, he is the one like generally takes care of every department. So whatever king says, and so king tells that okay, you lead the army, he will lead the army. If he tells that okay, you take care of the treasury department, all the revenue, okay, revenue. So this way he is kind of, but the most close and important person to the king. Okay, so Wizarat. Okay, so in that paragraph itself, down there are some very Diwan, Mustafi, Mumalik, so Mumalik, all these people. So everyone is related to revenue. See, it is very difficult for you to remember them each and everything, like who is accountant, who is treasury, who is like key supervisor of expenditure and all. That is not like key so much recommended. So there are 4 5 facts. If you see them and remember that they are related to revenue, that is fair enough. Okay, right. Okay, as said, Diwani Arts refers to military, right? So military organization, right? Ah, so Diwani Insha. So Insha is the one for state correspondence. So state correspondence means like inquiry. So like this is office is headed by Dabir. Okay, Dabir. So Dabir, all the if letters, if the Sultan wants to issue any letter, then it is the Dabir who does these things. Okay, so Diwani Insha. So Barid yesterday only we have seen na? The intelligence officers. Munhians also we have seen na? Okay, Munhians, right, we have seen. So Diwan is Rasalat. Okay. So Rasalat is one. So if you don't remember, I remembered Rasalat is kind of Adalat. Adalat is court, na. So the pronunciation is somewhat same. That's why Adalat, Rasalat, Adalat. Okay. Okay. In the same paragraph, you see fourth line, charitable grants like Waqf, Wazifa, and Idrar. Okay, Idrar. So you know what is Waqf actually, that you must be knowing from newspapers and all. But this Wazifa and Idrar now you have to remember. Okay, these are the charitable grants, Wazifa and Idrar. So that please remember. Right? After that, other departments are there. So Wakil, Idar, all these guys. You can. So last line you see na, Mutta Sharif was responsible for the accountants and supervisor. So yesterday we have seen who is the personality who um, kept lot of industries, karkanas, like for orchids, irrigation and all. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the same guy has kept lot of, yeah, industries. No? So yesterday that's why we have told, because of this food processing kind of industries, because of orchids. See, this is a chain. He developed canals and irrigation system, then orchids and all. For orchids, the industries have come up. That way you can remember na, the Firoz Shah Tughlaq part. Right. So you have to here things are done. In the provincial administration, you have the ICTA system. Okay. So the ICTA system, okay, Shikdars and all you will remember. So ICTA system is clear now from what we have explained. So ICTA system, Iktadar. Okay. So the holders are called Iktadar or Muktis. So read every line of the ICTA system carefully. They are asking. So there is a chance that it can be asked in the mains as well. So the entire ICTA system. Local administration, as I have told you, Khud, Mukaddam only you have to remember. Patwari, also you will easily remember, these are the local guys and all. So Amil is the revenue collector, Karkun is the accountant. So such a deep way they are not asking, but you have to know that at least here these are administrators. So if you like you put them in the, for example, Karkun is given, if you think that okay they are in the central administration, but actually they are at the local level. Okay, and if they give that Karkun is the one who is involved in army, it is not the army, the revenue collection and accountant, these kind of things. So just simple such basics are needed, not like too deeply every term need not be remembered. It will cause a lot of cognizance burden on you. Okay, so such awareness is needed. So market reforms, yesterday we have seen market reforms Alauddin Khilji. So there are three markets. So what are the three for? Three, right. So also the who is the head of the market? Shahnai's, Shahnai Mandi. So this guy are there, and then Munhian's secret spice and all. Okay, this question is asked actually. The Banjaras or Karwanias. So Banjaras or Karwanias. So these are the people who like the mobile traders. So on the bullock cart or some on vehicle, so they will be taking the produce and selling it village by village. Okay. Also, we have discussed yesterday Sarais. Sarais, who is the guy? Who is the personality associated with Sarais? Sher Shah Suri. So the resting places. Dalals also the middlemen. So yesterday we have seen all these things. So administration system structure under Mughals. So this Mansabdari system we have well discussed. But then central administration, I have told you, emperor is the supreme. After that, Wakil or Wazir. There, Wizarat. Here, Wazir. That's it. Okay. Diwan-e Kul. So Diwan-e Kul is responsible for revenue and finances. So how you remember Diwani Kul is of finances? Like I remember, like in life we have lot of financial and money tensions, but then we have to be cool. Okay, cool for revenue and finances. Okay, Diwani Kul. Okay, Mir Bakshi. So Mir Bakshi is related to military administration. There Diwani Arz na. So Diwani Arz. Here Mir Bakshi. So you have to remember this. Actually, while seeing some news, na, I have seen that one Lieutenant Bakshi is Bakshi na. So that way I remembered that this is the military person. Okay. So Sadar us Sadar is the like ecclesiastical department, which is the law and order judiciary, you can say. So how you can remember this is Sadar us Sadar is like this sounds like order order na Sadar Sadar order order. So order order some judiciary you can remember. Okay, there also Rasalat Adalat. Here order order. This way you can by rhythm or this rhyming you can remember that this is okay. Now Mir Saman. So Mir Saman is the one in charge of royal Karkhanas. Okay. So do you know Saman in Telugu? Saman is the groceries and all these things. So Karkhanas are factories. So Mir Saman takes care of the factories. Right? Provincial administration, Subhas we have seen, na? There Iktas and Shiks. Here Subha, Subedar. Okay, this is very important. Uh, Takkavi loans. See, Dadani system I have told. Along with that, there is Takkavi loans are also given. So please, this page number 198 page. See the thing. Bottom say last but one paragraph. Takkavi loans. So Takkavi is the loans given to the peasants through this office. Okay, but that loan system is important. Here, last line. Okay, and then there Wakai Nikar. Okay, so Wakai Nikar we have seen Barids and Mughals during the Delhi Sultanate period na. So same such people in the Mughal period is Wakai Nikar. Okay, Wakai Nikar, the intelligence information everything is there with this guy. Okay, and this 190 page you can see Darogai Dak. So Dak is postal. So postal you can remember. So Wakai Nikas. Again, local administration we have seen na Sarkars. This is the additional unit in the Mughal period only. So here we have two people assisting this the Sarkar, na Fauzdar and Amal Guzar. Fauzdar is for army and Amal Guzar is for the administration revenue purposes. Right? Amal Guzar was for the revenue. At the Pargana level, you can see one more office, Kanungo. Kanungo is the record of land in the Pargana level. So Kanungo, I remember that these are cunning people who can manipulate the records. Okay, Kanungo. So other things now, Mukaddam, Khiladar, forts. Khila is a fort, na? You can easily remember. So there is this last one point, Mutta Saddi. Okay, this Mutta Saddi is for ports. Is in Hindi, is there any correlation with that? Okay, so collected taxes, merchandise, maintained the custom, like the governor of the port was called Mutta Saddi. So this is important. Port Mutta Saddi. So these are the points. Okay, Mansabdari system also we have discussed now. So what are the two ranks within the Mansabdari system? Jat and Sabat. Right. So which is more important? The Jat rank is very important. So you can see in the chart. So Jahangir introduced the Duaspa Shiaspa system. Okay. Shah Jahan introduced the monthly scale in the Mansabdari system. So all these things what we have discussed there, you can easily see. Revenue Jagirdari system also we have seen. So is Jagirdari system hereditary? No, right. So Jagirdari lands are divided into two. What are they? Khalisa and Jagir land. So Khalisa, the revenue goes to central treasury, the king directly. Tanka Jagirs, Vatan Jagirs, these are the types of Jagirs, that much is not needed. Okay. Okay, now a small portion of Marathas is also given. So just see the Maratha administration, only single one point you have to know that the Maratha administration was done through Ashtapradhan system. Okay, 8 ministers. Okay, 8 ministers. So out of that, if you remember, 4 or 5 also is okay. So the most important person is Peshwa. So you might have seen that Peshwa Bajirao. So all these people. So Peshwa is one. So in medieval India, they are not asking anything about the Marathas or this political history. So regional, see, even if they are asking the regional history, na, only art and culture is focused. So be it Vijayanagar, like you can see the previous year questions also, never the that political history is so given glorified. In the examination, because only some people would be benefited, na. See, for example, if this Maratha history is given, then definitely the Maratha, Maharashtra guys would be benefited. If Telangana, say anything, Kakatiyas, this is given, definitely they will be at the edge. Na? So, as far as possible, it is subsided the local, but then the administration, which the UPSC thinks that this is a thing where most of the students need to know. So then they will be giving. Okay. So this Maratha mein we are discussing about the Ashtapradhan system. Okay. So Ashtapradhan system, the important person is Peshwa. So the main head. Uh, so the second one, Sari Naubat Majumdar looked after the accounts. So Vakai Nikas looked after the intelligence, same as Vakai Nikar in the Mughal Empire also. And then, so Surnavis or Chitnis, so looked after the official correspondence. So there Insha, Diwani Insha, this Surnavis and Chitnis. So Dabir looked after the foreign affairs, Dabir. So I just remember that this Tina Dabi, she is a foreign officer that I remembered. So Dabir, foreign affairs, and Nyaya Diksha, easily you can guess, justice. Pandit Rao, Pandita is someone for the ecclesiastical department. So all these are there. So very, if you know that, see, no, need not remember who are they. If you just know that they are from Maratha Empire, you can be scoring the things. So that is okay. Uh, this is one important point I want to mention. In the last page, this page number, last page is 203. So there is one position called Kamvishdar. Okay, Kamvishdar. So Kamvishdar is the one, today's IAS officer. The collector position is based on this Kamvishdar of Maratha Empire. Okay, so Kamvishdar of Maratha Empire is taken in some form by the British also. Okay, Mayo and all, they have taken this thing, Cornwallis, and then this again got modified into today's Indian Civil Service Officer. So this is very important, Kamvishdar office of Marathas. So in Marathas only 2 points we have studied, the Ashtapradhan system and Kamvishdars. Okay, so the British collector model on this Maratha office only. Right, so this way the administration is over. There are only 50 facts that you have to remember. I think with the class and by narration you would have already mugged up and remembered some 30 facts. Some 20 are the things that you have to remember. See, now you will be uh, uh, accustomed with all this Diwani, Insha, Diwani, Rasalat, Mukaddam, Mansab, Jagir, Banjara, okay, Idrar. So Idrar, the charitable grants we have seen along with Waqf. So that way, so easily the things will be done. So there are 50 facts, 30 we have done. So 20 if you remember while sitting at home, the homework, then the chapter becomes very, very easy. Okay, right. Now the economy during the medieval Indian history. Okay, so things are clear. So the administration and all. Loud. Uh, yeah, sometimes the see that although such minute details are not given in the book, but then from the language which they are talking about, we can say that such interlocution is possible, right? Okay, so in the cultivation, sorry, crop patterns, you can see food crops. So food crops are, every food crop is grown. Cash crops may you have to underline the sugar cane. So sugar cane is very important crop during this period. Indigo, sericulture. Okay. So just see that the opium industry was highly prominent in Bihar and Malwa region. Bihar and Malwa region. So coffee cultivation, tea cultivation, everything that we are seeing today are during the medieval period. So a shift from sustenance agriculture or food crops predominantly to a surplus form of agriculture had taken place during this period. Fruits and vegetables, you can tell that this is during the Firoz Shah Tughlaq period. And see how many crops are introduced. Portuguese, pineapple, papaya, cashew, and tobacco also. CTPP. Okay. Cherry was introduced from Kabul. So cherry, Afghanistan. Lychee and guava were also introduced. So they can easily ask that. Already they have asked also which crops are introduced from the new world to old world, these kind of things. So this can be asked. So here there is one book also, Abul Fazal Aini Akbari. Okay. So AAA, Abul Fazal Aini Akbari. So please remember this book. So potatoes, chilies, tomatoes were also introduced during this period only. Spices, every kind of spice is there. Means and methods of irrigation. Okay. So this Persian wheel, this is the one which is asked now this year. Advanced water lifting device. In this method, a garland of pots were attached to the rim of a wheel. A gear mechanism was also attached, and with the help of an animal power. See how much detail it is given. That is the reason the options are so close. Only the person who have read these lines will easily go for that option. Or else our options, everyone knows that Arigata Persian wheel is used for agriculture. But then only this will help you to arrive in that four answers. The options are really close, right? So these lines are one. So this is not the one, see, unlike the private books, it is not so at this point of time. Before the question paper set only, this was existing 10 years ago. Right? Okay, I have told now this Nahar Faiz, this Shah Jahan, one of the longest canal for irrigation was also built during this period. Okay, land revenue assessment, can you recollect the three methods? Batai, Japt, Kankut. So right. So Japt system is a crude form. So in the Batai system, there are other methods also. Khet Batai, Lang Batai and all. You need not remember much. That is the first one. The second method is Kankut. Okay, I have said reverse na Kankut and Japt. Okay, Japt is the most advanced one. So Kankut is the second one, which is based on the productivity. Okay, measurement and all, and then Japt system. So three things we have already discussed. Okay, there is in the next page na there is this system called Aini Dasala 211 page number. What is Aini Dasala system? So for every every year the fresh revenue rates will be decided. So Aini Dasala system is related to revenue. If you know even that, that is well enough. Okay. So next, in the box they have given the classification of land. In the classification we have already seen that Polaj is the very good land and Banjar is the barren land. Right. So this way you can, this Chachar, Parati lands are also there. You can see Mughals. This is very important. Patta and Kabuliyat. So this question is also asked in the UPSC previously. So Patta is an land deed. That paper is called Patta, and that agreement between the this Patta holder and the other claimer. So all this is agreement is called Kabuliyat. So this is already asked in the examination. So it is also Patta and Kabuliyat. So there are a lot of terms: Rajputana, Ranaka, Maharatna, Khuds, Rais, Ranas. So see, if you read the whole chapter now, you will feel that most of the things are surrounded by the revenue terms only than other things. So if you just get familiar with the terms that okay, these are for the revenue and all, then that is okay. You need not remember, like in the revenue there are like some 30-40 terms within that also. So everything is not so much important. So burden on the peasants, mukaddams and all these things we have seen. So crafts also we have seen a dyeing, uh, brooch, all these things are very generic things here. If you keep studying now, so like yeah, okay, the only thing you need to know that okay, these are there, small things only, simple things only, but at least okay, these are there. That way you have to know na. If you don't know, if this small point is given also, paper making industry was flourishing during the medieval India, then easily you will be, that statement will be in doubt only, right? So for that reason you have to read the things. Textile industry. So they were just telling that okay, this is one guy, Fatullah Shirazi. He is a very good engineer for making the military equipments. Okay, so Fatullah Shirazi, just underline this person's name. Okay, Fatullah Shirazi, page number 214. Okay, also 214 page last line there is something called Khasbas. Kasbas. Okay, kasbas are the village, markets only. Actually, these are. So if you are from from a city where a prominent Muslim population is there, you would be knowing that this kasba bazaar is there in most of the cities. Okay, so even I am from Khammam. In Khammam also we do shopping in this. This kasba bazaar is there. Okay, so this is one thing. This is one more important thing. 215 page number, first line only. This term balute das. So the artisans are called balute das. Okay, balute das. So after this, in the next line, we have discussed the Dadni system, the loan. So previously we have discussed one more loan system, Takkavi. So Takkavi for the agriculture people, and then Dadni system for the artisans. Okay, so these are the loans. So they'll give you loans, then you do your business, and then later on when you get the profit, repay the loans with some interest. Okay, so this is the Dadni system. Trade and commerce, you know that there is internal trade. In internal trade, uh, hearts and pence, this is there, you see now, these terms, hearts and pence. Okay, so hearts, I think most of you know that heart is a small, like see every day we have here also na in lanes, Tuesday market, Wednesday market, these are hearts only. Okay, so hearts. The important thing now you have to know this pence. Okay, pence, you can remember this. I remember like tent, you keep a tent and then a small market is organized under that. So hearts and pence. Okay, so okay, here you can remember in the next paragraph, Ziauddin Barani in his Tariq-e Firoz Shahi. Okay, Tariq-e Firoz Shahi. This Ziauddin Barani, you have to remember this book. See, only 2-3 books are given now till now. Aini Akbari is by Abul Fazl, we have remembered. So same way, Ziauddin Barani, Tariq-e Firoz Shahi. So this Tariq is common for lot of books. So you need not remember this. Only this area, this Firoz Shahi, these things will be changing. So how will you remember Barani Firoz Shahi? So Barani Firoz Shahi, Barfi, good, good. Barfi, that is nice. So Barfi, you will remember this. So lot of trade centers they have given just for familiarity they have given. If you read that once now you will say okay every city is given here now. Okay, that way. So similarly foreign trade almost every with every country we are having. See this is that we are talking about much advanced stage now. See here in Indus Valley civilization period in 2000 BCs only we are having such an advanced trade ports and all. Now in this is like 1700 AD and all. So how much just how many years before now? 300 to 400 years from now. So which means it would be very advanced stage, right? So that way we have with everyone. Mercantile communities. So this question is also asked actually. So the page number 217, page number Karvanis. So Karvanis or Nayakas. So these are also the traders who are in mobile. So Banjaras, Karvanis, so all these are there. So at this point of time, a lot of trading community has come up. Okay, trading communities. So trading communities, for example, in the like for example, in Telangana and Andhra region, we call the trading people as Komatis. Komatis, and in the Karnataka region, Shettis. Odisha region, Klings. Okay, in Punjab, they have given this Odisha things. Komatis, Telugu, uh, Bora community in Punjab. Okay, so these are the trading community. They are asking this also. So in Telugu, this Komatis or Shaukars, Shaukarani. Did you listen this word? Right. So Komatis. So this way, Kling is in Odisha. So these 5 terms are given for the traders. Boras in Punjab, Komatis in Andhra and Telangana, Klings in Odisha, Shettis in Karnataka, you can easily remember. So other important one is Sharafs. Sharafs is like this is a community engaged in monetary transactions. Okay, money changes and all. So all these things. Okay, now we will see this Hundi system. So Hundi system is maintained by this Sharafs. So I think North Indians, if you are a North Indian, this surname is very common. Abhishek Sharaf. All these things. I think there is one UPSC ranker also by this name. So okay, so this is these sharafs. Okay, but then the important is brokers. Hundi system is actually asked in the examination. So Hundi system, you can see what is Hundi system is very simple thing. Like you will be given a paper, and then after you go to another city, if you show this sheet of paper, then you will be given a certain amount. Okay, so at particular place, particular amount will be given based on the that evidence that you have or the paper that you are carrying from one place to another. This system is called hundi system. So insurance was also there. So currency system we have seen yesterday, two, three, na? Only these two, Jittal and Tanka. So that you can see. Ha, Rupaya. So the Rupaya, yesterday we have seen that who is responsible for this? Sher Shah Suri, some kind of Rupaya he has brought to India. So that was also dealt yesterday very well. That's it. So both administration and economy are done. Was it any fast forward kind of? So because you know the things, that's why some kind of fast we went. But this is very simple. The only thing, the help that you should take from me is that ki, okay, I have made you flip all the pages and ensure that nothing much is there. So now you have to bravely and enthusiastically, interestingly turn the pages, and what we have underlined, you can just take that. So if you want, you can take this PDF also from Nidhi ma'am, and whatever the underlined words are there. So take the whole PDF now. So yesterday's and today's will be there, and nicely you can underline. The quotes are also there at some places. So that way you can finish this thing. So isn't it very good that see yesterday hardly some 3 hours, and today in less than 2 hours, and tomorrow 2 hours. So you are investing only 6 hours in this uh, medieval, and then the whole thing is getting completed. So this way the things are easy actually. If this is the thing, like if for the foundation batch students also we always tell this thing now, like doing right things at right time in right place, so right direction. So that way the thing, see, this exam becomes very easy every ways. So literally I have seen students who has touched 0% of the optional, cleared prelims, started optional, finished in 15 days, and then secured rank. So these kind of things are there. That is the power of the strategic direction and all that. So where only some people can unleash it. So these things are possible. So I have, like, we have been seeing this at least in my classes. You have seen, right? So in like 5 6 hours we have completed Indian history, sorry, Indian geography also, that NCRT and all. So the modern history, or else modern history here I have seen, like my friends and all, even myself, we couldn't complete after 2 months also, because here everything is new. How to read, what to read, this bulky book and all. So that way things were there, but then now at least some subjects are getting good now. So that is the reason. Please understand these things and continue studying. So finish by May 31st, so that after that, see, this is what the thing is, that ki, if you just read, revise, then nothing much will happen. So for every exam, it is okay. Just read and go to exam is well good. But this is the thing where you have to know how to use the information knowledge also. So if you like cannot convert the knowledge that is in your head into marks, then that is like literally useless, because never questions are like direct here. See, for example, in the here only you have to know that this small word Iltutmish is the cousin of sorry, son-in-law of Aibak. Okay, so this word will be helpful to you in exam. They have given that ki in the like Delhi Sultanate period, succession was for like his son. Son would be inheriting the throne after father. Okay, so if you like cannot correlate this thing, you will think that what is this? I have not studied. Okay, so this way you have to see the things. At least in my subject which I have told you, I will pick up some questions and try to narrate you the things, like okay, this is how you have to do and all. So at least these questions we will take up with coming time. But then while taking that, you have to at least know now that ki, like brooch like which are the ports during the this period. They have asked this question, which are the ports that are used by the British in the first half of the 16th century, not first half, first quarter of the 16th century. Okay, so if you know that this ports location, then you can tell that here first quarter of the 16th century may these ports, British cannot go to the east coast, so only this I'll put the answer. So this way you can make the patterns and all. So that